Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a very exciting one. I just realized I don't even have it with me. Hold on one second. Like I said, today's video is going to be a really exciting one. I'm giving you guys a review on the K18 line. I've been really curious about it. I've had a lot of my clients in the salon asking me if I've tried it. I feel like if you either are a hairstylist or you just look into hair care, I feel like the chances of you hearing about K18 is pretty high because they definitely have came into the hair industry with a lot of force. Of course, I bit the bullet and decided to try them out, and that's what today's video is about. I've actually been using the line for the past, I think about around the past 3 months with hair care, especially with a hair care line that has the claims that K18 has. I feel like you need to use it a few times before you are able to gather your own opinion about it. And then I wanted to try it both, not just on myself but on my clients as well, to fully get a full perspective on it. I wanted this to be more than just like a first impressions video, and more of like my thorough review. Now, granted though too, this is just my review, so you very well may have different opinions on the line than I do, and that's absolutely okay. Of course, I wrote notes again. If you watched any of my other videos before, if I'm doing a breakdown video of any way, shape, or form, I am likely taking notes on it because I want to make sure that I remember everything to say about the product. And since this is a pretty thorough review, what is K18 for those of you that don't know? Yeah, what I've kind of gathered from it is it's a hair care system that is formulated to reconnect the broken polypeptide chains. Let's talk about like repairing systems, if you will. I am not going to compare this product to Olaplex, just so you know. In my opinion, they can't be compared. Olaplex is a bond builder and it rebuilds the disulfide bonds into the hair. It is not protein. It doesn't have any protein in it. This, like I said, reconnects the polypeptide chains in the hair. It's a whole different rebuilding system. The polypeptide chains, to my belief, I believe live deeper into the hair shaft than the disulfide bonds do. K18's claim is that it does deeper repair than your traditional bond builder. I gather it as they're not saying that they are better necessarily. Their repair is at a deeper level, and because their targets are different. They have a patented K18 peptide. It's like their secret weapon, if you will. It's claimed to bring hair back to its youthful, like new state, restores the hair core structure, renewing strength and elasticity, works in 4 minutes. It's also for all hair types and textures. K18 also has salon-only products, so formulated only for salon professionals, and they also have retail products for salon professionals to use and for anybody to use as well. Let's get into this a little bit. I'm going to kind of break down how I'm going to do this video too. So I have used K18 on a few of my clients. I do have some clips of me using it, especially I did like a little mini breakdown of me using it for the first time on one of my clients' hairs back, I believe, like I said, I believe this was from March. I'm going to probably just include some of this footage as I'm talking over. If you see that, that's kind of where that's coming from. Kind of just went off in different categories of like important things for me when I'm like going over a product, and I just kind of like rated it out of 10, 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest, and then I just kind of gave like a grand score at the end. So hopefully this helps. If you like how this video is laid out, definitely let me know so that if I do any other reviews in the future, I either will know to do it like this or I won't. So as of right now, K18 has 2 products. They have their professional molecular repair hair mist. It comes in this green and white box. It probably had a lid and I probably lost it because that's my toxic trait, but here is the mist. It has 150 milliliters or 5 fluid ounces of liquid inside of it. So like I said, this is the salon only product, and this one is a everybody product, if you will. This is their leave-in molecular repair hair mask. This is the retail size of this. It is this guy right here, and then it's 50 milliliters or 1.7 fluid ounces of liquid that is formulated in there. Let's go on through the packaging. So for packaging, I gave it a 9 out of 10. Some key factors that I like about it is it has a pump for the mask. So I actually haven't even cracked into this bad boy yet, but I also like that it has, again, like this protective covering over it as well, so you know no liquid will be taken out when you order it. This is what I'm getting through the last of this before I crack open the big bad boy. But again, even the small travel size one that has 15 milliliters or 0.5 fluid ounces of liquid, this guy has a pump as well, which I really like. I love their branding. I love their modern, like, kind of branding situation they have with it, and like the vibe that they have. Some other notes to name: I love their mist for their spray. Close. It's a very fine mist. There's a lot of surface area. So when I do it on my clients, one spray kind of spreads out pretty far. They are very sustainable, which is great. I'm looking on their website right now, and it says that their products are certified plastic neutral by the Plastic Bank, and the Plastic Bank builds ethical recycling ecosystems in coastal communities and reprocesses the materials for reintroduction into the global manufacturing supply chain. The Plastic Bank and K18 are radically simplifying K18 waste by stopping 51 metric tons of plastic from reaching the ocean, over 2.5 million single-use plastic bottles from reaching the ocean. Their philosophy is too is that, like, if you have healthy hair, then you don't need as many products, thus you're essentially creating less waste. So kind of a marketing strategy too, in my opinion, but they're kind of saying if you're using this, you get your hair healthy and you don't need all the other masks and treatments out there on the market, which I'm going to get into their marketing and what I think of it here shortly. But I do like their sustainable approach. I feel like it's 2022. If hair care brands are not having a sustainable approach to their products, that is a red flag in my opinion. On one hand, I do like that this is sustainably sourced packaging. I like though too, because of the price, which I will get into in a second, I just also feel like this could have a more durable feel. You can definitely have a durable feel for products that are also sustainable, because even like the packaging for the spray, like I feel like the spray is a way more durable plastic in my opinion. But I think they do also say somewhere on their website that like that's not their goal. For the price point, I'd like to have that luxury feel. I think that their thing though is that like they have the goodness on the inside and you're not supposed to be focused on the outside. Whatever. Anyway, that's why I gave it a 9 out of 10. Okay, so let's go into like their usability. How easy is it to use the product? Not just as a hairstylist, but as an average consumer as well, because I'm very well aware of the fact that with me being a licensed hairstylist, I get paid to make things look easy. So I am not just into like what is easy for me to use and figure out, but how easy is it for anybody, whether they're licensed or not, to use. So for the usability, I give it 8 out of 10. Like I said, I do love the mist factor for the K18 mist. Essentially what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to damp it with like a mister of water, a spray bottle of water, why can I say that? Just to even out the porosity a little bit, and then you're supposed to then mist this through evenly. And like I said, they say to even out the porosity so that this penetrates evenly as well. You let it sit for 4 minutes and then you're ready to rumple. So they kind of say, you know, spray this in right away at first, mix up your lightener and go to town. Great. I really feel like that's a very nice, easy, quick way of using it, and it's nice that you are not having to formulate something into the lightener, into the color, and I do love that it is a 4-minute working item, because using any type of treatment or mask in the market, a lot of them you have to let sit for anywhere between like 5 to 10 plus minutes, and time is obviously money in our industry. This is something I don't have to keep mixing in. I just keep it at my station, I spray it all over, and then I'm good to go. And the reason why is because it does take some time to get used to the mask, and on my hair it definitely can weigh it down if you use too much. So the first time that I used it, I think I used 2.5-ish pumps, so not even a lot, which it's great on one hand because a little really does go a long way. However, the consistency of the mask is a little different in the sense that it kind of dissolves into nothing. This is just a very new consistency, if you will. So I'm gonna put a little bit on my hands right here. Okay, this is like a 1/2 pump right here, okay? And then when you go to mix this in, I have, like, this is nothing. It literally dissolves into nothing. So I'm probably going to throw what their recommended usage is. I'll probably throw a screenshot of it somewhere from their website on here. I just don't know it off the top of my head. So according to their website, it says begin with 1 pump and add more as needed depending on the length, thickness, and the condition of the hair. Like I said, I think that they have like a length breakdown. I started off with using, I believe it was like 2 pumps. I haven't even rinsed out my hands and I don't feel anything on my hands from this mask. So it's just really weird to get used to. I have fine hair naturally, and I have extensions in, so my hair is not anywhere near this long. It's kind of like chest length. But my hair is very fine, but it's also very dry. So I normally can be slightly more heavy-handed with masks and use way more than 2 pumps, but because my hair is so dry, it can be normally pretty forgiving. There are definitely some products I have to be careful with it weighing it down, but I did not think my hair was going to be as weighed down. Now I use like a pump and a half normally on my natural hair, and yeah, I just wasn't expecting that extra half pump to be so unforgiving. You really need to just start off with 1 pump and see how far it can stretch you. If you feel nothing on your hands, then that's that point where you get more product. It's just really weird to get used to. Kind of nice that a little bit goes a very long way, but I just wish it was a little bit more of a forgiving product. On the flip side though, some things I do like in the terms of usability is I do like that you do just leave it in for 4 minutes and then you're ready to style and you don't rinse anything out. What I do is I don't even keep the mask in my shower, I keep it outside the shower. So I will like mask this all down here and then I just clip this area up out of the way and leave it until I get out of the shower, and then I put it in and I don't have to get back in the shower to rinse it out. So that is actually really nice. Now I'm going to break down the mist on its own and the mask on its own. So the mist I love. I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. It has a great soft mist. It's very easily spreadable and I just love the concept of spraying and going. I love the smell of the mist. It's nice and fresh. Like I said, a little goes a long way. I do feel like this works amazingly. I did this on a client of mine. We were doing like a mushroom brown balayage on her and a natural level 5 with level 7, like a 7P if you will, kind of mushroomy brown. And we made her all over pretty much. A very solid rooted level 9. Like I believe from what I remember, I think it took me at least just 2 hours just to foil her, and on average it takes me anywhere between like an hour to an hour and a half to foil my clients. A very intense lightning service, and that's who I tried the K18 on first. 0 damage. Granted, she does have very healthy hair to begin with, but still literally 0 damage. And even when her hair was wet, her hair felt better than what it felt like before I lightened it. I was amazed. I was truly amazed. And that was also before I even used the mask on her as well. Again, I love the concept of it, that it works in 4 minutes and you just spray it on. You don't have to mix it in with lightener. And I also love that this does not leave a residue either. In my opinion, this is like the closest thing that you can get to like a haircut in a bottle, kind of. For the mask, again, I'm going to give this another 8 out of 10. It does have a spreadable consistency, however it diminishes into nothing. So like I said earlier, with the in terms of the usability of the both of them, it's just a very interesting product you have to get used to. I love that this is different, you know, using this mist is different. I don't know how much I love how different this is, because I would like for this to again be more forgiving for finer hair type. But it does have an amazing smell. I feel like it just helps to prolong the overall health and integrity of my hair. So overall, I'm going to give this a 35 out of 40. So obviously I do really like it and it does really work. I feel like my hair, like I said, I have a very fine, fragile, brittle hair texture. And I used K18 the last time I lightened my hair, and I did a pretty heavy lightening session as well. And normally my hair is in like hair rehab for like a month even after, and I just use clay lightener on my hair, mind you, but that just goes to show how fragile it is, and it's virgin besides the previous highlights I've just done on it. But again, I know my hair texture and it's just very fragile, and I don't feel like my hair would feel this healthy right away if I hadn't been using K18. I definitely wish that this was around when I was younger. However, it is a very pricey product. So this little guy right here, and for example, like here it is on my hand, and I have small hands, right? This guy on their website retails for $75. It is very expensive. It is not cheap. I am not going to deny that. So because of that, I do feel like it just kind of makes it a little bit hard. My personal hair philosophy is I feel like good hair does not have to break your bank. For some people, this would definitely break their bank. In my opinion, I feel like this is recommended for brittle, damaged hair. Either if you're already going through a hair rehab and your hair's already been damaged, or if you're like me and just have that fragile, like very broken natural texture. This does work amazingly. And I do feel like it does definitely give my hair that youthful, like new state. They say that this does not rinse out. The more you use it, it's going to continue to give it that repair. However, it stays in the hair and it does not rinse out. So that's why your hair should still feel good and it's not going to feel back to its old days come wash day like some products can give you. It does do wonders. I just think that because of the price point, not everybody needs it. And if you have naturally healthy hair already, or if you don't have damaged hair and or what have you, in my opinion, you don't need it. Again, because I'm not going to sit here and tell you that everyone and their mama needs to spend $75 on a hair mask that is, you know, this big. Yes, it's nice that a little bit goes a long way. You'll likely not have to get another one for a very long time. Most good professional hair care products, a little goes a long way anyway. So yeah, let's talk about their marketing a little bit. I feel like they have a little bit pushy marketing, I'm not gonna lie. I don't like that they try to put that thing in your head that everybody needs to have this in order to have healthy hair. Even going back to their sustainability philosophy of like, oh, if you use this, you'll save the earth because you'll have healthier hair and won't need more products. Again, possibly that could possibly be true, but I feel like there's not necessarily a full way to prove that, in my opinion. I don't necessarily feel like there's a way to necessarily prove that, if that makes sense. I also just don't like the fact that they just say that everybody needs this, because in all honesty, no, not everybody does. Some people have, you know, need to be investing more into products for their scalp health. Some people need to be investing more into products that just give straight up moisture because their hair just is truly dry. Some people need to be investing more into products that, you know, keep their hair nice and clarified because they struggle with hard water or well water, and that's what gives them their damage. It's not going to solve everything. And I do know that they're coming out with a clarifying shampoo, and I think that they're also coming out with like an everyday shampoo, which I am really excited for. And if you guys like this video, I can definitely review that later on too. I just don't think that this is like a one-size-fits-all product. And if you want a one-size-fits-all product, I think it needs to be at a more attainable, affordable price point, because again, I'm not telling anybody how to spend their money, but I know that I wouldn't want to spend $75 on a hair mask that is this big. So I know that not everybody would want to do that either. That is what I think about K18. Like I said, I do really like it. I am going to continue to implement this in the salon. I definitely won't lighten my hair without it ever again. I use this mixed in with Olaplex, and like I said, my hair felt amazing after I lightened it the last time. So Stylist, if you want to use K18, I believe they have a distributor locator where you can locate it from. If you're from the Midwest like me, if you use from Premier Beauty, I know that's where I get my K18 from. You can get yours from there too. But yeah, other than that, I think that's about it. If you guys have any questions too on K18, you can definitely leave me a question either down in the comments or either on my Instagram too. You can shoot me a DM and we can chat about it. But that's about it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what other products you guys want me to review as well. And I will see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe before you leave. Alright, bye!